everyone, it's Rachel here. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I hope you all are ready for some crafty fun today because we're going to be testing how to use printable iron-on, or if we can use printable iron-on on wood. Now, I know that a lot of people know that I love comparison videos, and I do have an amazing comparison video on our very favorite brand of printable iron-on, and that is New Fun. I really like that brand. If you all want to see the cool comparison video I did comparing 4 different brands of printable iron-on, then click one of the links in the description below. It will be there for you guys. But we're going to be using this today with our printer, and we're going to be using a really fun print and cut file for Makers Gonna Learn, your ultimate die cutting community. If you're not already a member, you're missing out on 1,300 plus cut files, 200 plus fonts, a free commercial license, free printable guides much like this one, access to a members only Facebook group, and so much more. If you don't already have a membership, please click the first link in the description below to join. But anyways, guys, we're going to get into this. All I'm going to do is print out our little pattern here, our little kitty floral pattern, and then try and iron it on. This is not going to be a how-to video. This is not going to be a step-by-step tutorial on how to download SVGs or PNGs. We have awesome other videos for that. Today, we're getting right down to it, nitty-gritty, and talking about if it's possible to use patterned heat transfer by vinyl and put it on wood. Okay, so it's not patterned, this is printable. So we're going to be using our printable HTV and putting it on wood and seeing if that works, and I hope that it will, so we will see. So if you guys are ready, then let's get started. Okay, everyone, so here is our little kitty pattern that we have. This is one of over 1,300 cut files from Makers Gonna Learn, and we have this here, and this was downloaded as a PNG, and we did get to choose if this was saved as a cut image or a print and cut image. Please choose that print and cut image, and once you have it sized, and it cannot be over a certain width, so it will tell you in the layers panel if you're over that width, but we are not. Right now we have 7.2 by 6.8, and I think I'm going to make that a little smaller because I do want it to fit on our baby easy press, because I really want to do a good test on this, and maybe 2 hits is about all I want to do. So I'm just going to size this down just a little bit. So the width is 6.4 and the height is 6. And now we're just going to hit make it and replace. And it shows us here what it's going to look like, and we do have bleed on, and we're just going to hit print, and it's going to connect to our printer, and we're just going to hit print. And here's our image printed out. It looks really good. I love the way it turned out. So now we're just going to slide our iPad to the side as we apply our print then cut image onto the top left corner of our mat here. We're just using a light grip mat today. And as you can see here, it looks really good. And we're going to go ahead and load that into our machine and bring our iPad back. And we're going to hit continue because we have to select our material and make sure that it senses and cuts this properly. Now we do have a newer blade in, but I'm not too worried about that, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it on normal pressure. We're going to go to all materials, and we're going to search for printable, and we're going to use the setting for printable iron-on dark. When you're in doubt, guys, if you have any doubts about this, we're going to go ahead and use printable iron-on dark, okay? And in that video that I had, that comparison video on comparing the different brands of printable iron-on, they are a lot of how-to videos. Within that, you get a lot of tutorials in there, so definitely go check that out. If I'm moving a little too fast, for those of you that might not have used print and cut before or printable iron-on, please go watch that video. We have a couple other awesome videos using printable heat transfer vinyl that I will link in the description below as well. So definitely look at those. If you think I'm going a little fast, you might really like those beginner videos a little more than this one, just to start out with. But anyways, guys, we have this set. It's been printed. We have it for printable iron-on dark colors. We have the pressure set to default, and now what we're going to do is go ahead and just press that flashing Cricut button. Right now our Cricut is sensing those black cut lines. Those are little black markers for the Cricut to know exactly where it's supposed to cut. So it goes with its little sensor and its little light here, and it just senses on those black lines to make sure it's going to cut exactly where we want it to, which is really cool. And now all I'm going to do is unload our mat and peel this up, going with gravity. So I'm just going to flip the mat over and everything and pull it right up like that. And this is the easy part, guys, okay? You can just take it And sometimes what Tanner likes to do is take it and peel up all the excess first, but honestly, I just like to peel it up just like a sticker. So I just find me a little corner just like that, and I just peel it up like a sticker. It's very easy for me to do it this way, and to me, honestly, it saves us a little bit of time. If you see it wanting to give on a paw like this, just lay your image down and easily help it just peel up. But see, that was very, very simple to do, and now you don't have to weed any of this. So this can go right in the trash can. I wish there was a really good way for us to reuse that scraps, guys. I really wish there was. But now we have our piece of wood here, and I want to talk about wood for a minute, okay? So as you can see, this wood is very flat, very thin, very smooth. It's not treated, but it has definitely been sanded, but it is still like unfinished wood, and I really like the way this wood is. If you guys are going to iron on wood at all, you have to be picky. You have to be picky with the wood you choose to iron on, and this is really good wood. It doesn't have a brand. This was from a piece that we did cut from a larger piece, but we love very flat, smooth wood. So just make sure it's very flat and smooth, or regardless, you will not have a good HTV test. So we are finding the most smooth piece of wood that we possibly can to do this test with. And now what we're going to do is lay our kitty right here in the middle. And this brand of HTV is so kind to already give us pieces of layover paper, which is just parchment paper. So we're just going to lay this down, and I'm going to heat this kitty in 2 sections, okay? And the directions for this printable iron-on direct us to heat our iron to the highest cotton setting. So I'm gonna preheat our Easy Press to 6x7 to 315. So it's been preheated, and all I'm gonna do is start on one side, and you want to give good pressure when you're dealing with wood, and we're gonna do this half and half just to try and make sure that we do everything to the best of our abilities. So I'm gonna start with half of our little guy here. I'm gonna press that flashing Cricut button to have our timer timed down for us. And I'm just gonna, like I said, give good pressure and try and keep my hand perfectly still. And one thing you do want to note with this and all other iron-on projects when you're dealing with wood especially, is that you really want to make sure that you are letting your project cool, because I love saying this, guys. I love this little statistic. It really helps me out, helps me think clearly about the process. And it went to 0, so I'm just going to pick it up and bring it over here to the other side here and hit the button again. And that is that when you're dealing with iron-on wood, you don't have anything to adhere that heat transfer vinyl to, like HTV loves to adhere to cotton fabric. It's because it bonds with that fabric when you heat it up. And you can do a warm peel and this and that, but with wood, there's no little fibers for it to stick to perfectly like cotton does on a t-shirt. So you really have to be careful and let that cool down, so the adhesive there just really cools down along with the project, and you have a successful project. So I just put our Easy Press over the side, and our parchment paper just rolled up on us, which is totally fine. And we can go ahead and remove that because that's, you know, really loose here. And this looks really good. Some things I'm noticing is a little bit of maybe moisture from the wood that kind of has this little color here. I don't know why our lighting is so odd that you guys can see my shadow here, but you can see a little bit of moisture here, and that is moisture because it wasn't there before, and I think we just applied the heat and there's a lot of moisture there. But it looks good. I do have to say, I think that using this heat bowed our wood just a little bit, but overall this guy's still cooling, but he adhered very well. You can tell in some spots, though, I have to say, where he adhered to the wood, you can see the wood grain from underneath our little kitty cat, which is fine. You know, I can't really complain about that because it is going on wood. But as far as a test goes, this was a really good test, and I love the way it turned out. If you love this little kitty file, if you have some little kitties in your life that you really love, then definitely go check out this file at Makers Gonna Learn. This is one of, like I mentioned, over 1,300 cut files that we have over there on the website. What did you guys think about ironing on wood with printable HTV? I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I really love the way that it turned out, and this was a test, guys. Sometimes I like to do comparison videos or test videos where I do actually test beforehand, but this one I really wanted to just give an honest review, give it a go just like you guys would do and see what happens. And overall, guys, I don't have much to critique. Our little lines that we saw that we thought were moisture did go away. We are in a studio that is in the bottom level of a home, so it could be a little more moist in the air down here, if that makes sense, but those did go away after the Easy Press was taken off of the wood for just a few minutes, so that did clear up. I don't think that it's coming up for any reason. I really love the way this turned out, and guys, if you are inspired by this and you want to go get crafty, please do. If you're part of Makers Gonna Learn, please post your awesome projects in the all love to give you guys a lot of awesome hugs and virtual love over your projects and how much we love them. If you have a kitty in your house, you need to make this as well. It's a very simple way to just kind of make a piece of wood a little more special. And this was a test project, okay? So this is not, you know, a complete finished project. We could do a whole lot with this wood to really finish this guy off. But as the test goes, I really, really love it, guys. I absolutely adore New Fun printable iron-on. We're not sponsored by anything. We're not paid to say that or anything. It's just a lowly old crafter's honest opinion that I really do love New Fun's brand printable iron-on. And again, that video will be linked below if you want to see it. But guys, I wouldn't have done much differently. You're welcome to reuse your parchment paper that comes with your New Fun iron-on, okay? I wish there was something to do with the scraps because this kitty did not take up the whole page of printable iron-on, but until, you know, some awesome invention is made, right now we do not have any anything to do with those scraps, which is fine, you know, but it's super fun. I love using printable iron-on. If you're intimidated by printable iron-on, please don't be. I absolutely love it. It really can take your crafting game up a notch. It gives you so many more opportunities to get crafting, to make things that you otherwise wouldn't make. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, please put those in the comments below because I love to answer your all's questions. And guys, let us know if you enjoyed the project. Let us know in the comments below. As always, subscribe to us, guys, to see more crafty videos like this. And me and Tanner are on an awesome live stream every day at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. We try to be on there every day, and we give you guys an awesome live stream of making an awesome product, and we get to answer all your guys' questions. And along with that, we have finished videos like these coming out at 5 p.m. Eastern every single day for you guys' enjoyment as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment, guys. As always, please stay crafty. Bye, guys.